Can coaching boy genius Sean McVay bring the Rams of LA back to the promised land? This is Fantasy Football Friendly, and it starts right now.
Holy shit.
What up, Pirates? Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Run Boys and Girls, what it do. Dilly. Make sure that you subscribe, like the channel, hit that thumbs up button, let everyone know that you're enjoying the content, so that YouTube promotes us in the algorithm, all that good stuff. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the channel. If you really enjoy our content, you really enjoy what we're putting out, go ahead and join our channel. Super cost effective, $5.99 on that thing. Come on, we're worth $5 of your time over here, especially for all the content we're bringing you on a Friday night. You dig? Let's go ahead and get right into it. It is afternoon here in Colorado. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We off the water right now. Draft night out, 2 weeks away. Make sure that you guys go to draftnightout.com, get your tickets if you have not already. We already sold out the first venue, so we've had to move the venue for this draft party. We are moving it onto the Expo grounds. We're doing it at the Canton Brewery, which is just right around the corner from the Fantasy Football Expo that is happening August 13th through the 16th. Draft right now, August 14th. Make sure you guys get your tickets. Powered by Fantrax. It's going to be absolutely insane. We got giveaways out the ass. I mean, so many different autographed jerseys and things, being given away. You got myself and Steffi Smalls as your hosts, your directors, okay, of hosting. I can't remember what my official title is. I'm just a host. I'm just emceeing. It's going to be litty. It's going to be litty to the titty. So make sure y'all get on over draftnightout.com. It's going down. I'm so excited for that. We got to stay hydrated for that. Because, that's going to be an intense weekend. Also, really quick, want to remind you guys about this network sponsor, Monkey Knife Fight. What the? We are now matching deposits all the way up to $100. If you remember, we were doing the $50 match that has increased to $100. Guys, get on over to Monkey Knife Fight. UFC action happening every Saturday. You can hop on over here, play Knockout Kings. NFL right around the corner. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. Is that how the song goes? Something like that. Touchdown dance for all of you NFL heads. If you're into golf, you can play Eagle Eye. We got Home Run Blast. Get on over there and check out what we got. Triple doubling for NBA Goal Rush. If you guys are into that in that soccer type of jazz. We got your player props for anything and everything. Daily fantasy sports prop action. MonkeyKnifeFight.com. Promo code RUMBOYS. Let me actually make sure I flash that across the screen for you. Let's get some marketing up in this thing, right? That's what the hell I'm known for. Promo code RUMBOYS. MonkeyKnifeFight.com. You can download the app available on iOS and Android. Once again, we're matching that very first deposit all the way up to $100. And also, with your very first deposit, when you create a new account, they're also going to enter you into a $5 pool of your choice. So you're going to get a $5 ticket to go ahead anyways on top of the $100, and you're going to be able to go in and play. And now with even more money, so you got $205 just for signing up. Whatever you're comfortable with, go on to monkeyknifefight.com. You want to put down 20 and just start with that and play with that. I don't know why you wouldn't take advantage of the full value, but monkeyknifefight.com, we're hooking you up. Let's go, dilly. Also want to remind you guys about SportsMe. SportsMe is sports. You guys see the hat, right? You see the hat. They hooked me up with the dope swag. I got a T-shirt as well. I think I wore that in one of the episodes previously during the week. But no, make sure everyone you get on over to the SportsMe app. Download it. Available on iOS and Android. Real fans, real athletes, real sports talk. You can go in, get points for your sports takes, debate, ask your fantasy football questions amongst some of the industry leading analysts. We are we're really, really honestly taking off over there. We're about to start up some giveaways for you guys. So you're actually about to start, winning prizes for, different accomplishments and different, journeys that you take throughout the app. Real drama, real athletes, fans, and experts of your favorite topics. Debate your take with real athletes, creators, and more. You see Vinny Del Negro there, Ryan Hollins, Andrew Wiley, Christian Crosby, Alex Monaco, the homie Moneyline Monaco, and so many more have been on the app. Get on, start making content with some of your favorite athletes. We're constantly expanding, constantly growing. Cheers to me, cheers to you, Dilly SportsMe. What it do, baby. All right, let's go ahead and get into some fantasy football talk, because that's why we're here, and that's what gets us paid, right? That's what the fuck we do. We're here to help you build good teams and go and kick your league mates' ass, because that's what you're all going to do, because you're watching this content, and we're going to help you win. All right, as you know, here on Fantasy Friendly, we always start with the quarterback. And this edition is no different. We are starting with the homie Matt Stafford, Mr. Stafford Stafford. So the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, move on from one Jared Goff, and they decide that, you know what, we're gonna go and get this guy out of Detroit, Mr. Stafford Stafford. We all know what he's done in Detroit. Detroit never really gave Stafford the greatest offensive line or the greatest weapons. Detroit's never been the greatest place to play in. I'm very interested to see how Stafford, he put up 260.6 fantasy points last year, and I mean, you can't complain. You can't complain about that. He showed that he had bounced back and was healthy in that 5-11 season, following the whole neck and back injury. My neck. My back. Actually, I shouldn't joke about that, because my neck kind of hurts a little bit. That's the age. That's turning 30. But Stafford at 33, he's still able to sling the rock. He's still young enough to get it done. 26 TDs, 10 picks. He's one. A lot of things are going to change for Stafford in this new offense. One, you have a way better head coach. Okay, you're not playing for freaking Patricia. All right, Matt Patricia. Let's just stop thinking that Patricia can lead a team himself. Just because everyone comes from the Belichick tree doesn't mean they can go out and do it on their own. 64.2% completion percentage. Look, these numbers are going to go up with one boy genius, Sean McVay. Like, when you have Sean McVay as your head coach, it now is going to lessen errors and lessen mistakes for you, because that's just the way that he coaches. You also have better receivers in Bobby Trees and Cooper Kupp. Higbee, Higbee's not a better tight end than Hawkinson, and won't be a better fantasy tight end than Hawkinson, but we'll get into Higbee later. All the Higbee truthers are like, no, don't worry, guys. You'll be comforted by what I say later. But not better than Hawkinson. But anyways, continuing with Stafford, 4,084 yards. What is there to not like about Stafford? When aside from the year that Stafford went down in 2019 and got injured, okay, he's always been serviceable. He's always, been a 16-game guy. He's always thrown for 4,000 plus yards, damn near. I mean, okay, 2018 he had that 3,777 yard season. But I mean, if I get a guy that's going to sit in the pocket, and put the ball in the air, 528 times for 4,000 yards, he completes 339 of that 528. I'll take a guy that's on the cusp of 65% completion percentage. 64.2 if we're gonna, be exact. I thought I see. I thought that it shared the screen and the stats for you guys, so that you're able to see all my visual learners out there. There we go. Stafford right there, 260.6 fantasy points last year in 2020, and there's that 2020 stat line. I can scroll all the way to the top for you guys. We're just placed right there. I mean, furthermore, this is the first time in Stafford's career that he's actually going to have the opportunity to be able to make a playoff push and like get into the playoffs. Like the Lions have just historically never been good. Like they've never been good, He's had some winning seasons here and there. 2014 they were 11-5, and then 10-6 in 2011, but that shit's ages ago. Couple 9-7 seasons. In those games that he wins, and when he does that, he does it on his arm. He has upgrades, better coach system. Oh, and then to top it all off, he has a powerhouse defense. So Rams defense is if you're in a league that allows you to draft a defense, it's okay if you go and get the Rams. Like if you're gonna draft a defense, I have no problems picking up the Rams defense, like whatsoever. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Like, need I say more? Need I say more? Need I say more? Like, come on. They're going to be playing against some tough competition. You're playing against Seattle. Then you play against Seattle. You play against San Fran. Teams that you're gonna have to throw the ball against. So I like this. So you play against Arizona. Matt Stafford, fantasy friendly. I like it. We're drafting Stafford, and here's what's great about Stafford in Superflex. Okay, all right. If you're drafting Stafford in Superflex, you could get him. Here, let me go in and double check. Cash Cup, I got him 3.5. I got him 3.5. Now, should I have probably what I do what I traditionally do and go, Tannehill there? I should have. I wanted to make this team a little bit different. I didn't want to, I have a whole hell of a lot of Tannehill exposure. Like I got a lot of Tannehill exposure. So in this league, I want to try something different. I grabbed Stafford. I was confident in it. I ended up fat fingering actually in this league when I could have had a double stack. I ended up with Stafford and Tom Brady. Then I turn around at 5.5. I go Mike Evans. I take Javonte Williams. We're going to talk about Javonte Williams when we talk about the Broncos in a different episode. But then I end up going Thielen over Kupp, which I'm okay with. But like they were right there next to each other. I had just woken up and I made a pick. Fucked up, but hey, I have no problems, stacking Stafford with him and Bobby Trees, Mr. Robert Woods, or stacking it with the Cooper Kupp, who you can grab if you're drafting from the 5 spot, you could grab a Kupp at 7.5. He went 7.6. So I mean, I'm willing to game that. I'm willing to play that stack there with Stafford. Let's actually we'll get into the running back situation. We'll go right into running back. That was a perfect segue to get into Cooper Kupp. You know what? No, we're gonna just segue right into Cooper Kupp. We're gonna get into these wide receivers, get into the guys that are gonna be catching the ball from Stafford. Because I think these receivers are really gonna eat. 974 yards for Cooper Kupp last year. And once again, that was with Jared Goff throwing the ball. Kupp has only had 1,000-yard receiving season. In that same season, he and Kenny Golladay were the only 2 wide receivers that posted up double-digit touchdowns. That was 2019. It's a high-quality H2O, coach. But that was that 2019 season. But I mean, still a guy that is pretty much always above the 70% catch rate. You're gonna want to have a sure-handed receiver on your team. He worked his way from a wide receiver 3 in 2018. He came on the scene in 2017, and when this guy broke out in preseason, the first time he caught, I was like, he's going to be a guy in this league. 2017, he breaks out. He's like, 869 yard guy, 5 TDs. We like it. We love it. We want more of it. Post six TDs, but only for 566 yards in 2018. So kind of was on that but he also only played, like 8 games. I mean, if it wasn't for injury, with most players, if it was for injury, I mean, he's probably going to go for a wide receiver 1 season during 2018, maybe in as a top end wide receiver 2. 2019, he's definitely a wide receiver 1. Bursts back on the scene. 14 starts out of 16 that he played. Gotta love it. Absolutely beautiful. Hauls in 94 receptions for 1,161 yards. You gotta love a guy once again that's catching more than 70% of his targets. He was targeted 134 times. I'll take that any given fucking Sunday, Monday and Thursday as well. And then 2020, it was, we didn't really know. He wasn't there on the touchdown upside. He still got you the yards. More so a wide receiver 2 in 2020. And that's what I'm willing to make Cooper Kupp in 2021. I'm willing to draft him as a wide receiver 2 at his current ADP. For those of you guys that want to focus on ADP doesn't mean shit in your home leagues, okay? And you all already know this, especially all you super experienced fantasy football players. Anyone that's new, you're gonna find out. There's gonna be some guy that's gonna fucking draft a kicker in like the 6th round and just screw up the whole draft. Don't be that guy, by the way. Don't be that guy. And if you are gonna be that guy, don't tell them that you listen to this show and we told you that's okay, because it's not. Anyways, so I mean, I think that Kupp could be an effective wide receiver 2, with to a wide receiver 1. The thing is with these wide receivers for Los Angeles, you'll notice that there's always a push and tug between the two, because the offense is capable enough to be able to support both talents in Woods and Kupp. Van Jefferson isn't there anymore, so I think that it's really going to be the focus on Kupp, Woods, and then we'll talk about Higbee in a hot second. 90 receptions out of 129 targets. I mean, you're catching. Once again, you're 69.8%. But I mean, you're catching around 70% of the balls that are thrown to you. 2018, 2019, back-to-back 1,000-yard receivings, 936 yards last year. Once again, Stafford has a bigger arm than Jared Goff. Could both of these guys be 1K yard receivers? It's happened before in this offense. It happened in 2018. Could both receivers go for 1K? It could very happen. Could both receivers potentially give you, wide receiver 1 to top end wide receiver 2 potential? Yes. This is why both of these guys need to be rostered, because upside and volume. And volume is key. Volume is king in fantasy football. You want it. You want the guys that are gonna get the targets, and you want the guys that are gonna be explosive with the rock whenever they get it. Okay, they're gonna get you a little bit of yak. Bobby Trees plays with a whole hell of a lot of heart. So does Cooper Kupp. These guys, as soon as the rock is in their hands, they're looking first move, turn and get upfield, and that's what you want. That's what you want. Taking a look here, I want to see something here in regards to one Mr. Bobby Trees. Just 1 second. He put up 6 TDs last year. So 6 TDs. So if he can put up 6, right, and then Kupp can put, if they can both split for 6, or if Kupp can go back to like on some 2019 shit, and like if Kupp can get the double-digit touchdowns, right, and Woods maybe still flirts with 6, like 5 or 6, I think that we're all right. Like, I think that we don't have a reason to complain. You know, I mean, in 2019 when Cuphead went off, he had only had 2, but he still was a PPR monster. You know, giving you a 1,000-yard season. Like if he can if he could get if he could give you 5 TDs, right, and then give you 1K plus yards, what would we complain about? What would there be to complain about? And Bobby Trees, we trust, right? That's what we've said for what the last like 3 years. And Bobby Trees, we trust. We're gonna trust Bobby Trees again. Let's go ahead and now lean into this running back situation. We already know as of what about 2 weeks now. We recorded this episode here, July 29th. Draft right out coming up. Staying hydrated, guys. Staying hydrated. We recorded this episode 7/29, July 29th. As of about what 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago was when Cam Akers had ruptured his Achilles during workout. We know that he's out for the season, so that really leaves Darrell Henderson. Okay, I know that everyone's like, "Oh, well, Jake Funk and da, da, da." Look, we're just gonna focus for the sake of this special on Henderson. I still got to get that interview uploaded for you guys. I'll probably get that done today. Look, 114.3 fantasy points last year, 5 TDs, while Akers had 6. These guys were actually closer in terms of game script than a lot of analysts remember, and we're closer in stats than a lot of analysts remember. It was Akers that on film appears more explosive, and appears that they were going to give Akers a lead back role. Now Henderson has to be the guy. Like, now Henderson has to be the guy, and we know how Memphis backs get utilized in the NFL. He's gonna be utilized a lot heavier. I mean, maybe do they bring in Funk or someone else to kind of create some balance, possibly potentially. But Henderson's gonna have to be the bowling ball and lower his shoulder and be willing to put that motherfucker through motherfucker's face, in which he is. He can be that beast mode type of guy. 24 for 16. Out the backfield. I'll take 16 receptions for 159 yards. Out the backfield. You got a touchdown, a receiving touchdown. So PPR. You love that. You love to see a guy catching out the backfield and getting targets out the backfield. And they're probably gonna utilize him. Both on the ground and in that role. I'm not super high on Henderson. I'm willing to take the gamble on Henderson. Really like if need be. But I mean, he's going to be your running back 3, right? He's going to be your running back 3 to 4. You're not drafting this guy with hopes of, oh well, this is my starter now. Like, I don't think that's the case. Could he now end as a top 24 running back? Yeah, I could see him maybe ending at 24. I mean, he's going in Superflex. He's going at if you're at the 7-11. So I mean, around 7th round value. I'll take. I'd take 7th round value. I mean, given because before Akers, he was going around like the 9th. So I would take Henderson. 7th round evaluation now that Akers is out the picture. But am I like planting my flag on like Henderson? It's going to take the full season of Henderson in order for me to become a Henderson truther. Let's go ahead and get into Tyler Higbee. All right. Now Higbee truthers, everyone believes that with Everett out of town and in Seattle, that this is Higbee's season. Here's the thing with Higbee. Higbee is early season is early half of the season trade bait, right? But he put up 5 TDs last year, 804 wow, 84.2. I wish he had 800 some odd fantasy points, right? 84.2 fantasy points. 44 receptions for 521 yards. Okay. Not not bad, right? You know, that's still a decent return. I had Higbee in a league, and that league I didn't I made it into the playoffs, but I didn't win the championship, you know. And we all enjoy making it into the playoffs because it gives us a shot at the championship, but we want the championships because we want the cash, right? He was great in 2019. And in 2020, you know, had some dip off. I feel like this is a player that we always get hype about. And like since 2019, we've gotten hype about. And there we have to acknowledge that there could be potential letdown, right? There's always fantasy letdown. With Everett out the picture, I think he does see more targets. I think he does get worked into the offense a whole hell of a lot more. But this offense is going to have to manufacture touches and manufacture plays, especially because you don't have as an elusive back and Cam Akers back there now. So they're going to be chucking the rock a whole hell of a lot more. But do I have Higbee breaking in and being like a top 6, like tight end? Like I don't feel that in my body. Like and like on paper, you would be thinking that I would be looking. I'm like, well, like who else is there to you know to contest? And maybe that'll change as the season progresses. But I think that this is a guy that you know if you draft him and he starts having you know a great early beginning of the season, because the tight end position is so desolate, I am willing to utilize Higbee as trade bait. And that's where I think that Higbee fits in terms of fantasy football strategy is, yo, he's had an amazing first 3 weeks. Man, I see that you're hurting at tight end. You know, I need, you know, an extra receiver, or I need and this is really good for the person that ends up with Higbee as like their tight end too in a draft, right? Like, let's say you go with like one of the big three, like Kelsey, Waller, Kittle, and then like you know you just like later on pick up Higbee for like the fuck of it, just for the upside. You know, now you can trade away Higbee, and now you still got your top end guy, and now you bring back something else that maybe you missed out on in the draft, that you sacrificed on in the draft to get him. You know, so maybe you get return on, you know, a Chris Carson, um, you know, who I feel is going to have a great season. Maybe you get a return on Mike Davis, who I feel like is going to have a great season, is going to be great in redraft formats. And dynasty players are like, what the hell? Like, is this old guy doing? And it's going to be hilarious for them. Let's see, like you could maybe get, you know, one of the, you know, a Najee early, right? Let's say, you know, Najee is kind of mid tempo, but not, you know, exactly picking up the pace. Or let's say, like, you know, all of a sudden CEH starts to come into his own, and like now you can get CEH. I think that there are guys, especially at running back, and that you can leverage with tight end, especially if you're in a tight end premium format, that if Higbee has a good breakout, you can then move Higbee. And especially if you've got one of the big three already on your roster, you can move Higbee and get return on one of these mid-tier decent backs that, you know, can facilitate and put up points along with your RB1, you know, so just you know, fantasy football strategy. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Fantasy Football Friendly. We broke down the Los Angeles Rams and went in depth right there towards the end about trade strategy. Don't forget monkeyknifefight.com, promo code RUMBOYS. That's right, Rumboys spelled with a Z. See if you can beat the monkey. A lot of awesome games over there. We have everything from PGA, MLB. We even got like some League of Legends stuff over there. Like if you're into esports, Knockout Kings for UFC, Triple Doubling on basketball. We even got WNBA action over there if you want to, you know, get in on the WNBA on women's basketball. because we support all sports, all sports. So make sure you guys get on over there, monkeyknifefight.com, see what we got going on. There's action for everyone to be able to scratch that itch and get in on some legal daily fantasy sports prop action. Also, don't forget to download the SportsMe app. Once again, we're getting ready to kick some things off for you guys, some huge incentives, giveaways, and things of the nature. So, the time is coming at that app. We're scaling major, we're scaling heavy. So get involved, join the conversations. SportsMe.com. Get SportsMe.com is the you can run a Google search on that, a Safari search. Hop on over there. Real fans, real athletes, real sports talk. SportsMe is sports you. It's been your boy Rum Boys Robbie. Cheers to me. Cheers to you all, Rum Boys and girls. What to do? 2 weeks till draft night out. Dilly dilly, baby. See y'all soon. Hold up.